slow. Slow and easy. Well, the road's like not super narrow. Now I don't know if it'll get narrow. Right? Would you call it super narrow?
Not really.
We've seen worse. But half a mile will be there.
It's not narrow, it's just windy.
That's what somebody else said. They said it's more windy than anything.
Yeah.
So I concur.
Just slow and windy.
So far, we're not through yet. Sharp, sharp, sharp.
In 1,000 feet, your destination will be on the left.
This is where you might have to take your middle out. Oh, this might be what they're talking about. One in. There we are.
Well, hello, fellow RVers. This is Gary and Sharon with Ruff RV Life. We like looking at freedom. Well, freedom is bonus. We're in West Virginia at Little Beaver State Park. Remember what city it is?
Beaver.
Beaver, that's it. I should have remembered that.
Beaver, West Virginia.
First time here. We're going to bump our way back here and I guess see what's going on.
First job, unhook. What is that right there? That looks like a parking lot. Go unhook there. Before we wind our way back up this mess. Our tour starts right here at Site 1. This is our site. It is a pull-through site. We have 30 amp and water. And we're going to head on around and see what this park has to offer. Okay. So there is Site 1, where our tour starts. And Site 2 is right there, another pull-through. And there's Site 3 is right there. So we'll hit that loop in a minute. And we've got folks setting up right there, so we're just going to keep going. There is Site 20 right there. Is that a 50 amp site? Site 20 then?
Should be.
And there is a pull through right there, Site 23.
Let's check.
And Site 22 is right there.
Of course, we don't know if it works, do we? Because mine's got a plug too.
Yeah. Stay tuned till they wrap up and we'll tell you which sites have 50 amp service. But these are electric and water. Some have 30 amp, some have 50 amp. Now, if you look up on that hill right there, we're going to go slowly by. You might see a picnic table. That is part of the water only sites that are you access by another road. Okay, right here to the left, it's a nice big site. Site
ADA.
25, it's an ADA site. There is the bathhouse, and here is Site 26.
Straight uphill.
Yep, but then it levels out. And Site 27 right there, another ADA site. And then there's Site 28. Here is a camping cabin number 1. And that right there is a ranger station where you check in. If you go to the right, it'll take you to the primitive sites. So we're going to turn around and catch these other sites here. Okay, coming back through here. So I want to point out that Site 3, where that pop-up is, that is a 50 amp site. The ones we're going to look at now are all going to be 30 amp except one. So here you go, we just passed the host site, and there is Site 6.
Somewhere under the leaves.
Yes. Site 7, it is fall, y'all. Site 7 right there. Looks like it might be a pull through. Site 9. There is a site on the left. There are a couple of sites. There's 8A and 8B. There is Site 10. So I want to point out, if you can notice, some of these have like a little drop off. as you pull into them. There's site 11, site 12, site 13. There is site 15. And site 16. So there you can see that there's just a couple of sites in that middle section. Site 17. So some of these are pull-throughs. I know it's hard to tell with the leaves, but you can see it on the map. And they do have pictures on the website. 18, also a pull-through. And people say this site 19 right here is a primo site, and it is 50 amp. So you got that little hill you go up, but it's nice and level up there. So here's just a drive through the campground. Again, bathhouse over there. They do have laundry facilities. We have not checked any of that out yet. We're only here one night. So it's hurry up, set up, hurry up, pack up, sleep, and then hurry up, pack up. There we are, site 1. And we're going to come around here and go to the right. So we'll tell you what this park has to offer in the wrap-up. Stay tuned. We're going to go check out the water-only sites. Playground right there. Saw deer out there last night, and they do have frisbee golf. And there's a little lake here. It's a beautiful road to walk down, especially here in the fall. Look at the leaves. This is September. No, this is October. We're in a new month.
Yeah, October 4th.
Yes.
66 degrees at 10:30.
So you can see right there is the campground with electric. We're going to come up here and check out. This rustic area is really pretty.
Water only.
Water only. Site 30. We'll show you as best we can. There are people setting up. It's Friday today, so we don't show people while they're enjoying their campsite. Site 31.
Sites 30 through 45.
Yeah, sites 30 through 45. But I mean, you can't really see, but they do have water. 32.
I guess you just set up by the water spigot. That's your site.
Yeah. Site 33. There's so many leaves. Happy fall, y'all. 34. I want to turn around, and there are sites on the other side. We may be able to catch on the way back. 35. I don't know if this loops around or not. There, I think it is a loop. So this is what you're driving in. We're going downhill. 36. Hence the bumping.
And ruts.
Yes. Whoa. And 37. And if you might see RVs through the trees, that is the electric camping area. Site 38 right there. Site 39. No electric here though. Definitely a wooded feel. Site 40.
No.
Site 41. As we're heading on out in the bright sunlight.
And we have some glare, it looks like.
Yes. There are going to be some sites to the right, but there's some folks there. We just passed 42. And so we're just going to leave them in peace. But there's a few sites there to the right. So we're going to turn around and go to the left. If you're wondering what goes to the right, it's blocked off and there's construction going on up there. So there is a cemetery up there. But there's a trail up there. I think the rhododendron trail. Picnic tables. Beautiful area. We'll also talk about the winding road to get here in the wrap-up, just coming up soon. So we showed you some of the roads coming in. This is the road up to the campground. We're leaving the campground, so it is downhill. So if you want to ride your bike downhill, I guess this would be pretty fun, right?
Yeah, but then you have one big uphill
Yeah. I just call somebody, come pick you up.
down up here.
So here's one of the trails, the railroad grade. Whoop, not there. The railroad grade trail is up in those woods. The lake. Park headquarters and gift shop.
There's the dam.
Lakefront trail looks like it would be fun to walk around. Very peaceful. We've seen people doing it. I'm a little bit jealous. I have to leave. There's a spillway and a refreshing creek. Doesn't that look inviting? Picnic tables, trash cans. Just a beautiful, beautiful park. Swing sets and a playground over there.
The day use area.
More picnic tables. Creek. Right up in there. That's where we unhooked our tow vehicle, because we didn't know what was ahead. Picnic tables down there in the woods. And there is a pavilion over here. Back to Ruff Road. Pack up and continue our drive south. Southbound, y'all. So you can get by if there's two cars. We encountered one on our way up here.
Well, folks, that was our drive about tour of Little Beaver State Park here in Beaver, West Virginia. And our site is gravel. It was pull through, 30 amp service with water. Leveling was not bad. We didn't really have to use anything. We noticed some of the sites as we were doing our drive about, you might have to be creative with your leveling in some of the sites. But overall, we got in here okay, just fine. We have our tow vehicle hooked up at our site, so that all worked out well. Our internet service here was really good.
Yes, it was.
Had no problem with what we're using, T-Mobile mostly.
T-Mobile and Verizon.
Yes.
Verizon, now, when we were at the unhooking, we had no signal.
We couldn't even make a phone call,
Couldn't
actually.
even call each other. But I don't know if sometimes it takes a minute for the phones to find the nearest tower. But yeah, that was a little scary. We thought we weren't going to have any Verizon.
Now, as far as the park goes, there's a lake that you saw. I saw they had that disc golf, and I know they have fishing here, and I know they have hiking here. And, of
Wow.
course, they have a playground.
I think biking too.
Yeah, some of the trails are biking trails.
Yes.
Now, this is a picture of the camp map. These down here are your 50 amp sites. Those up there are your 30 amp sites. And that's your primitive, or water only.
Yes.
Now, if
No
you-
electric.
Yeah. Now the 50 amp sites, according to the map, are sites 3, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. And they also have some camper cabins here too.
More than one?
They have one listed here, camper cabin 1.
Yeah. I think there's only one.
So that's what I saw.
Yeah. A nice little camper cabin.
And they do have a dump station. They do have a gift shop. And of course they have the lake with the spillway
Yes. And trails.
and trails. Now this is like a trail map, blah, blah. Oh, that one. Got a wind just blew up.
I know. back. We're in the sun.
And if you want to zoom in or do whatever you want to do on your phone,
You can also go online to the website.
this is the trail map, trail description of all the trails.
It's a lot of trails.
Yes. And I looked at some of them were easy and some of them were moderate. Some of them were difficult.
So as a hiker, I got to tell you, I'm hating to leave here.
Yeah.
Hating to leave. We were only here one night. We are on a fast track down to Tennessee. So we don't usually travel this fast. One night.
But we're moving down the road.
2 nights. We get to stay 2 nights at our next stop.
Yeah.
Yay.
And then 2 weeks.
And then 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yay.
Oh, the
Now-
road's coming in.
Yes, people have said that the roads coming in are very steep and scary. And so I'm going to let the driver talk. We came from the north, Interstate 64. 307, we came 307 from Interstate 64.
And that
Coming
road
south.
was fine. We had no really problems. It's a little windy some places, but it was paved, and it was very manageable, I thought.
Yeah.
You just got to slow down for the curves. There were some tight ones, but 33-foot motorhome and a tow vehicle behind it, there's no problem at all.
Right. It just goes slow and be careful.
Yeah,
That's
it's only 2 miles.
yeah, that's one of the concerns that some of the reviewers said.
Yeah.
And then there are the camp roads.
So once you get here, you're gonna turn on the park road and you're gonna wind through, and it's gonna wind, some tight winds, and there's one point where you're gonna have a pretty good uphill. I don't know, 7-8% grade maybe, going up that grade and then you come on into the campground and you check in the station and it's all good. It's got to take your time. Now, of course, going back out, you're going to have to go down that grade. But we haven't done it yet, but I don't see no issue. It's pretty steep,
But we had no problem in our 33 Class A. It is narrow, but cars pull over and let you pass, so that's no problem.
Yeah.
So any concerns that you might have about the twisty, windy roads to get here, it's not that bad.
No, it's all, like I said, it's all paved. You just got to be careful because some of the drop-offs off the road can be, a foot.
But 307
Right.
does have a shoulder, which we've
Yes.
been on twisty, turny roads with no shoulder
Right.
or crumpled shoulder. So
You'll make it, folks. You'll make it.
it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
We wanted to address that because that was a concern. Do they have laundry here? We get asked about that. But according to the map, it shows the laundry facilities.
Mm-hmm.
We have not checked them out because we're only here one night. So according to the map, they are laundry facilities here.
Yes. Oh, you're not very far if you want to go to New River Gorge, right?
Yes. Oh, yes. That's the important thing. There are a couple things to do here.
Yes, New River Gorge. If you've never been to the bridge, it's the largest arch bridge span in the Western Hemisphere.
And we visited that, was it last year? Last year we
Something
were up
like
in
that,
this
yeah.
area.
And you can go to the visitor center there, and they have some trails you can walk, some overlooks that you can go. And then you can also drive. I think we drove across the bridge, and then there's a road that winds like 8 miles all the way down to the bottom.
Yeah, we took there's a scenic route you
ride,
can take
yeah.
there. Yeah, the visitor center can tell you all about that. It's
And I
very
think you can
beautiful.
tune your radio on or your phone or something and have a tutorial as you're
Yeah.
driving.
Audio tour.
Audio tour, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty close by if you want to do that. And that's a national preserve. Is that what that is? A national park?
I do.
New River
it's a
Gorge
national park, I think. Yeah.
So yeah, that's something you can do close by.
And if you are traveling, because we were given this tip last year, 19 going south is very beautiful.
Yes.
Very scenic and 4 lanes, no problems. So we took that as we were coming from Interstate 77. We got off and got on 19.
Yes.
So it's worth a drive. Also nearby is Beckley Coal Mine and Exhibition. And we stayed actually at the campground there last year. And you can check that video out here. And that is a very beautiful area, first of all. Beautiful woods. There's a trail. There's buildings that you can go in and look at. And you can take a tour of the coal mines there that are guided by people who have worked there. It's very informative and interesting to go in and learn about the coal mine industry back in the day.
So there you go. I think that also had an aquatic center too, that park. If I
Yes,
remember right.
it did.
Yeah.
It did. It's right next to a city park. Actually, Beckley Coal Mine and Exhibition Campground is a city park. So it is one of those city parks, then it's right next to a park. So the trail goes to the park and winds through there. It's really, really beautiful. As this, it's like West Virginia beauty. Amazing. There's also, because just in case you're interested, there is Tamarack, which is, I think it's arts and crafts, arts, it's an art place, Tamarack. Anyway, I've heard of it before, but I want to let you know it's there, and I'll leave a link in below because I really don't know a lot about it, but we were told 3 things to do here: New River Gorge, go visit that, Exhibition Coal Mine, the Beckley Coal Mine, and Tamarack. And of course, hiking and enjoying all that Little Beaver State Park has to offer.
So I guess it's time to wrap it up and hit the road. We
Right.
got one more thing?
I do have one more thing.
Okay.
So have you ever stayed here? Have you ever stayed at Little Beaver State Park? Or have you ever gone to Beckley and taken the tour, the coal mine tour? Let us know in the comments. What's your favorite West Virginia state park? We're not disappointed with West Virginia state parks. So let us know in the comments below.
So with that being said, this is Gary and Sharon, Rough Road RV Life. We like looking at freedom. Hope to see you on the road someday. Safe travels.
Safe travels. Bye.
Bye.
Here we go on the road. We're gonna check out the other half of 307. It does not look as windy as the first half.
Yeah, see all the bugs on the windshield.
Yeah. So we can see what it's like coming down.
Yeah, and we do buy fuel today, so we can probably debug some of it. This is it.
25 miles per hour and a snake. And a drop off on the side. So this is 307 going south. We decided to go for it. But it's only 3 miles, right? Did they say? Just 3 to 5 miles, I think. And then it looks straight. So for the most part, it's going to be straight. Well, on the map it looks straight. That doesn't mean anything.
Well.
Yeah, only 2 more miles to turn left onto 19. Oh, did we check to see if we had our easy pass here?
Right up front.
Okay.
Right there.
Is that it?
Yeah. Why do you need it?
I thought we were going on the toll road.